Imagine a world where silence holds as much power as words. In our noisy lives, filled with constant chatter and distractions, the art of being quiet seems lost. But what if the moments we choose to stay silent were just as impactful as the times we speak up? Have you ever stopped to think about what our silence really means? Stoicism, an ancient philosophy, teaches us to control ourselves through reason and emotional strength, guiding us on when to speak and when to remain silent. Zeno, the founder of Stoicism, wisely said, "It's better to trip with the feet than with the tongue." How many times have we regretted speaking hastily or out of anger? Stoicism encourages us to see silence as a tool for personal growth and peace. Imagine facing life's challenges with a calm confidence, where your silence speaks louder than words ever could. In Stoic philosophy, silence is not just the absence of speech, it's a powerful, deliberate response. It can ease disagreements, protect us from harm, and foster understanding. But when should we embrace this silence? Together, we'll explore 9 key moments when choosing silence can be not only smart but life-changing. As we delve into these lessons, consider how practicing Stoic silence might transform your interactions and inner peace. What if you could end a heated argument with a calm, measured silence instead of harsh words? What might a quiet pause reveal about your feelings and thoughts? Join us as we uncover the powerful moments to stay silent and let Stoic wisdom guide us. Are you ready to dive into the profound teachings of Stoicism? Before we begin, let's start with the first key moment. Number 1. When being criticized unfairly. According to Stoic philosophy, being unfairly criticized is a unique opportunity to become stronger and show integrity. Marcus Aurelius, a prominent Stoic ruler, said that if something outside bothers you, it's not the thing itself that's hurting you but your perception of it. He also noted that you can change your perception at any time. This insight reveals that what troubles us about criticism is not the criticism itself but how we perceive and respond to it. Reflect on this. How might changing your perception of criticism make you stronger? Can you recall a time when staying calm in the face of unfair criticism changed the outcome? For instance, if you're leading a project at work and your boss criticizes it harshly, a Stoic response would be to calmly assess the feedback, extract useful insights, and ignore any baseless negativity. Epictetus, another Stoic philosopher, taught that this approach not only preserves your peace but also maintains your professional honor. Living by Stoic principles means responding with thoughtful, well-considered actions rather than defensive reactions. Let the quality of your responses and work speak for itself. Not responding to unfair criticism is not a passive act, it's a strategic one. Embrace Stoicism's call to focus on what we can control, our responses and attitudes. This quiet strength transforms potential conflict into a testament of personal resilience and philosophical dedication. As you navigate life's challenges, consider how silence can aid you. What opportunities might arise if you choose thoughtful silence over impulsive speech? How might this practice enhance your peace of mind and influence those around you? By incorporating Stoic principles, especially when facing unfair criticism, we align with a philosophy that values character strength over temporary approval from others. This promotes personal growth and inspires others to follow suit, particularly in today's world where boasting often overshadows humility. Stoicism encourages us to embrace silence. As Marcus Aurelius advised, don't waste time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. Reflect on how silence in response to boasts can transform an ego-driven environment into one of self-reflection and growth. Criticism is an inevitable part of life and can often be a valuable learning tool. However, not all criticism is fair. Some is meant to hurt. In such scenarios, staying calm and acting appropriately can be challenging. Stoicism, originating from ancient Greece, offers timeless wisdom on handling harsh criticism with grace. By following Stoic ideas, we can turn adverse situations into opportunities for personal growth and inner strength. Remember, what matters is not what happens to you but how you react to it. When criticized unfairly, take a moment to reflect on your response. Avoid acting impulsively. and give yourself time to think clearly about the situation. Separate the criticism from your sense of self-worth, looking for any hidden truths within the unfairness. Responding calmly and respectfully not only demonstrates your strength and control, but also prevents the situation from escalating. Embracing Stoicism means focusing on your growth and virtues, rather than dwelling on unfair criticism. This practice can enhance your peace of mind and positively impact those around you. By living according to Stoic ideals, we uphold the value of inner calm and strength, even in challenging circumstances. Number 2. Stoic silence amidst boasts. Picture yourself at a networking event where a colleague is boasting about their recent successes and luxurious lifestyle. The temptation to counter their bravado with your own achievements is strong. However, Stoicism teaches us the power of restraint. By choosing silence, you maintain your composure and let others' words reveal their true character. This approach not only preserves your dignity but also portrays you as someone confident in their accomplishments, not needing external validation. In Stoic philosophy, silence in the face of boasting is not a sign of passivity but of strategic wisdom. Instead of responding with words, demonstrate the quiet grace of your actions and character. Reflect on how often you respond to others' success stories with your own. What might happen if you chose to listen, acknowledge their achievements with a nod or smile, and remain focused on your own goals? Adopting Stoic silence amidst boasts fosters a life marked by genuine self-worth rather than competition. It creates an environment where inner success and peace thrive. Consider how embracing silence in these situations could improve your life and relationships. Share your thoughts and stories in the comments below, and let's work together to create more peaceful, happy, and successful lives. Number 3. When dealing with anger. When anger strikes, it can feel like a wild storm, sweeping away reason and calm. In the midst of this turmoil, Stoic philosophy offers a refuge, a moment of silence to manage intense emotions. Epictetus, a renowned Stoic, advised keeping quiet most of the time and only speaking when necessary. Imagine a day at work when a colleague's mistake causes you hours of extra effort. Your first instinct might be to lash out in anger. But what if you chose silence instead? By not reacting in anger, you give yourself time to think objectively about the situation. This pause can prevent the conflict from escalating and lead to constructive solutions. How often has reacting quickly in anger led to regret? What might change if you took a moment to calm down before speaking? Marcus Aurelius, another famous Stoic, noted that the effects of an angry outburst are often worse than the initial cause of the anger. Consider Nelson Mandela, a leader who forgave his oppressors despite years of imprisonment. His choice to reject anger not only improved his own life but also guided a nation towards reconciliation. Using silence when angry doesn't mean suppressing your feelings. It means choosing a response aligned with your best self. This practice enhances personal peace, fosters better relationships, and leads to a more successful life. As you navigate daily frustrations, remember that silence can be your sanctuary, a place where wisdom prevails. Adopting this practice may reveal that the quiet response is not only the most profound, but also the most powerful. Anger is a natural emotion, but uncontrolled anger can damage relationships and health. Stoicism offers practical methods to manage anger through self-control, clear thinking, and inner peace. Identify the cause of your anger by examining your triggers. Reflect on why these situations upset you and recognize that you can't change external events, only your reactions. Practice mindfulness, focus on the present, and use deep breathing exercises to calm your mind and body. Pause and think before responding, and try to see things from the other person's perspective to cultivate empathy. Adopting a Stoic perspective on anger involves self-reflection, emotional detachment, and focusing on constructive solutions. By doing so, you build emotional resilience and learn to channel your energy positively. Use anger as an opportunity to grow and improve your responses in the future. Communicate your feelings calmly and confidently, without hostility. Managing anger effectively is crucial for your well-being and relationships. By following Stoic principles, you can turn anger into a positive force, finding inner peace and living a balanced, harmonious life. Number 4. Silence amidst unfounded rumors. In the whirlwind of social interactions, rumors can spread like leaves in a gust of wind. When these rumors are false, they cause harm and confusion. Stoic philosophy offers a robust response: silence. Consider the story of a teacher in a small town, falsely accused of misconduct. As rumors spread, the teacher chose not to defend or explain herself, relying instead on her integrity to stand firm. This silence is not passive surrender but a wise, strategic choice. Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not external events. Realize this, and you will find strength." How often have hasty words made situations worse? How might silence protect you from the sting of false accusations? By not responding, the teacher allowed the community's initial excitement to fade. Without new evidence, the truth emerged as her defense. This exemplifies the Stoic belief in focusing on what you can control, your actions and responses, rather than the uncontrollable spread of rumors. Epictetus advised responding to negativity with positivity or silence, effectively changing the course of unproductive interactions. When faced with false accusations, silence demonstrates respect and trust in the truth. To apply this in your life, remember the importance of waiting to respond until the storm passes. Living by Stoic ideals means upholding your principles through quiet strength, often more eloquent than any defense. Reflect on how silence in the face of rumors might affect your peace and resilience. Silence not only fosters tranquility but also cultivates patience and wisdom. As you navigate life's challenges, consider how this approach can enhance your inner strength and relationships. Unfounded rumors can damage reputations and cause emotional distress. Stoicism teaches us to stay calm and composed, focusing on what we can control, our reactions. Responding with silence or grace demonstrates strength and self-assurance, not passivity. Stoicism encourages us to accept that we can't control others' opinions but can choose how to respond. Remaining calm and composed, even when others spread rumors, reflects a deeper strength and understanding. By living according to our principles and values, we maintain our integrity and self-respect. Reacting with composure often leads to respect and trust from others, revealing the truth over time. In today's world, where rumors can spread quickly through social media, it's vital to stay calm and choose responses carefully. By embracing Stoicism, we navigate life's challenges with grace, finding strength in our silence and peace of mind. Let's reflect on the power of silence and how it can transform our lives. Number 5. When confronted with arrogance. Encountering arrogance can be frustrating, but reacting impulsively often makes things worse. Stoicism teaches us to use silence as a tool for self-control and wisdom. Imagine dealing with an arrogant person at work who dismisses your ideas. Instead of reacting defensively, what if you chose silence? Reflect on the potential benefits of this approach. Epictetus advised focusing on what we can control, our own behavior. Responding with silence can prevent unnecessary conflict and allow us to assess the situation calmly. By not engaging with arrogance, we maintain our dignity and create space for thoughtful reflection. This practice aligns with the Stoic ideal of emotional resilience. Think about a time when you encountered arrogance. How might silence have changed the outcome? Reflecting on such experiences helps us understand the power of Stoic silence. Embracing this approach can enhance our peace of mind and strengthen our relationships. Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below, and let's explore how silence can lead to a more balanced, harmonious life. By exploring these key moments for practicing silence, we tap into the wisdom of Stoic philosophy. Silence is not just the absence of words but a deliberate, powerful response that fosters inner peace and strength. Embracing this practice can transform our interactions and lead to a more fulfilling life. Number 6. Navigating ignorance with Stoic grace. Have you ever met someone whose actions show they don't understand but whose belief is as strong as if they were an expert? Even though this situation is upsetting, it's a good time to practice being patient and gracious. Galileo, the famous scientist who pushed heliocentrism during a time of strong geocentric beliefs, is a great example of how to deal with ignorance. Even though he faced fierce opposition and was even put under house arrest, Galileo kept his honor and dedication to the truth, often choosing to stay silent in the face of false accusations and ignorance. Stoicism teaches us that we can only control how we respond, not what other people do. Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, said, "You have power over your mind, not over outside events." Realizing this will give you strength. Think about using this point of view the next time you come across someone who is wrong. How could changing how you respond, if you knew you could control it, make a difference? Galileo's silence wasn't a sign of weakness. It was a strong statement of his honesty and belief in what he had found. He knew that truth doesn't need to be backed up by words, but can stand firm on its own merits over time. This approach is similar to the Stoic idea of focusing on one's own actions and accepting that others' beliefs are outside of one's control. Being gracious means knowing the limits of your power and picking your fights carefully. It means being patient and understanding even when things are frustrating. This practice not only leads to a peaceful and happy life, but also helps you see things with a bigger picture that focuses on long-term respect and success instead of short-term vindication. Think about how silence can be a graceful reaction to ignorance in your own life. How might this method improve your relationships and your own health? Let Galileo's story motivate you to practice Stoic silence, turning possibly tense situations into chances for inner peace and personal growth. Number 7. How to deal with rumors. There must have been many times in your life when you were the subject of a story, hearing whispers getting louder as they went around. It's a normal human reaction, but keeping quiet can change the situation. Think about the story of a community leader whose dedication to protecting the environment led to false rumors about her personal gain. Instead of addressing each rumor, she stayed focused on her work, remembering Marcus Aurelius's words, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who hurt you." This leader's decision to remain silent and continue her advocacy let her actions speak louder than any rumor. Her behavior shows an important Stoic concept. It's not outside events that bother us, but how we react to them. How would your life be different if you ignored rumors with silence? What strength could you gain by deciding not to explain, but to keep going on your path? If someone says bad things about you and it's true, Epictetus tells us to fix ourselves. If it's a lie, this wise leader not only kept the peace but also encouraged her people to look past the lies by laughing at them. People who didn't believe in her slowly lost faith, but her calm attitude and unwavering commitment showed that Stoic silence can help you keep your image and self-respect. This story shows how Stoicism can be used in modern life by demonstrating how our reactions to false information can either feed the fire or put it out. It also shows that silence is not a passive choice but an active and powerful way to let our lives and results show what kind of person we are. Think about this approach the next time you hear rumors. How can practicing Stoic silence help you stay calm and focused? How might it change how other people see you over time? I want you to share your ideas and experiences with dealing with rumors in the comments section below. What have you learned from these events, and how has silence helped you get through them? Your ideas could help someone find their way. Rumors can spread fast and hurt your image, cause a lot of stress, and make things more confusing. It is important to come up with good ways to deal with gossip. In a world where information spreads quickly, there is timeless wisdom in Stoic thought that tells us how to stay calm, collected, and logical when we face problems. Keep your emotions in check. It is important to keep your feelings in check when you hear stories. When you react quickly or strongly, it can make things worse and give the stories more weight. Instead, try to keep your emotions in check and look at the issue without bias. Pause before you answer, take a few deep breaths, and tell yourself that other people's opinions don't define your worth. Do things that calm you down, like mindfulness or meditation, to stay calm. Get clear and get the facts. Thoughts and details that aren't clear often feed rumors. Do not take them at face value. Instead, look into the facts. Find trustworthy sources and gather correct data to find out what the story is really about. Talk to reliable people who can give you more information before coming to a decision. Ask questions and look for proof. This method helps you react based on facts instead of guesses. Think things through before you act. How you react to a story can have a big effect on how true it is. When you act without thinking, you might misunderstand something and spread the story even more. Instead, react carefully and with a plan. Look at the situation and think about what might happen if you do something different. Respond to the rumor in a cool and accurate way if you need to. Sometimes the best thing to do is to be quiet or say something slowly. Pay attention to your actions and personality. The best way to fight back against fake rumors is to show that you are a good person. Over time, stories can be put to rest by always being honest and showing what kind of person you are. Keep following your beliefs and ideas in everything you do. Take actions that are good for you and show who you really are. The more you act the same way over time, the less likely it is that false stories are true. Practice not caring about what other people think. Stoicism tells you to let go of things you can't change and focus on the things you can. The second group includes other people's thoughts and stories about you. Remember that you can't change what other people think or say. Pay attention to what you do and how you think. Accept yourself and have faith in your ideals no matter what other people say. Stoic ideas like controlling your emotions, finding the truth, responding wisely, being constant, and not caring what other people think can help you deal with rumors in a balanced and logical way. By using these tips, you can handle the problems that stories cause with poise and strength, protecting your honor and peace of mind. Number 8. When confronted with injustice. Stoic philosophy teaches us to deal with life's problems with fairness and inner strength. This is especially important when we face unfairness. As the wise Epictetus said, "Bear and forbear." This maxim tells us to go through hard times without complaining and forgive others for their mistakes. Nelson Mandela fought against racism in South Africa in a way that made this theory very clear. Mandela's long time in jail could have made him angry, but he came out as a supporter of peace and unity, showing a deep Stoic resilience. Mandela didn't just stand there and let injustice happen. He chose to focus on healing and unity instead of getting even. This choice shows a key Stoic principle. Our biggest power lies in our ability to choose how to react to outside events. How might our own lives change if we followed Mandela's lead when it comes to the unfair things that happen to us? Can we choose to show understanding and kindness even when it seems impossible? By staying quiet when unfair things happen. Marcus Aurelius wrote in his Meditations that the best way to get back at someone who has hurt you is not to be like them. By choosing not to get into a fight and instead developing a spirit of healing and forward thinking, Mandela changed the way a whole country thought about justice and peace. His life shows us that silence is not a sign of submission. Instead, it can be a powerful tool for change and a sign of personal integrity. This Stoic way of thinking doesn't mean passively accepting injustice. Instead, it involves a strategic and principled silence that prepares us for constructive action. It's about keeping your inner peace and using calm to inspire thoughtful solutions that address wrongdoing and foster a collective move towards a better future. As we face both small and large injustices, let us remember Mandela's silent strength. His legacy teaches us that sometimes the most profound response is cultivated in silence, allowing us to build a foundation for meaningful change and a happier, more successful life. Adopting this can transform both personal hardship and communal strife, leading us to a more peaceful existence. Everyone has to deal with unfair situations at some point in their lives. As a Stoic, it's important to handle these scenarios with calmness and wisdom. The ideas of Stoic thinkers like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus can help you understand how to deal with unfair situations. Focusing on what we can control, staying calm inside, and reacting logically are some of the things they stress. Keep your peace inside. Focus on your inner state. Marcus Aurelius says that no matter what is going on around you, you should keep your mind cool and collected. Emotional regulation. To keep your emotions in check, Do things like deep breathing, being aware, and meditation. Accept what you can't change. Know that you can only change how you react to other people's actions. Answer logically. Think before you act. Instead of moving without thinking, stop and think about what the best thing to do is. Try to understand. Try to figure out why the unfair thing happened. This can help make things clearer and maybe even show a way to solve the problem. Avoid getting back at people. Getting back at people with anger or revenge only makes things worse. Try to respond in a reasonable and calm way. Take a look at your values. Always stick to your principles, no matter what. Let your behaviors be based on your core beliefs and principles. Moral integrity. Make sure that your answer is in line with your morals and upholds your honor. Set a good example. Show others how to deal with unfairness with respect and honor by the way you act. Look for constructive answers, problem-solving attitude. Instead of dwelling on the problem, go into the situation with the attitude of finding ways to solve it. Communication. Talk to the people involved in an open and honest way to try to find a fair answer. Advocate for change. Whenever you can, try to make changes to the system that get to the bottom of the unfairness. Grow and learn. Stop and think about what happened. Think about what happened and what you can learn from it. Personal growth. Look at the experience as a chance to grow as a person and make yourself stronger. Future readiness. Get the skills and information you need to handle similar scenarios better in the future. It is important to stay calm, react logically, stay true to your ideals, look for helpful solutions, and learn from the experience when you are faced with injustice. If you follow these Stoic principles, you can deal with unfair situations with kindness and honesty, making them into chances to grow and make things better. Number 9. How to handle insults with Stoic wisdom. Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher, once said, "If someone succeeds in provoking you, realize that your mind is complicit in the provocation." This maxim should wake us up every time someone insults us, and it also gives us a deep way to deal with insults. Be quiet. This insight tells us that we can choose how to react by choosing silence and understanding instead of conflict. Mahatma Gandhi, for example, faced insults and resistance in his fight for Indian freedom, but he didn't answer with anger or insult. Instead, he chose to be silent and understand. Gandhi believed in ahimsa, or pacifism, which is similar to the Stoic way of life. Gandhi's reaction to verbal and physical attacks was to keep quiet. This often made his enemies less dangerous and won support for his cause among the public. How might taking a similar stance when you are insulted change the dynamics of your interactions with others? What could you gain by keeping your cool instead of responding with words? When someone attacks you, you give yourself room to act with purpose instead of impulsiveness. This stern practice not only keeps you calm but also makes you look like a leader who is above everyone else. Small disagreements often echoed Marcus Aurelius's thought. How much worse are the results of anger and grief than the things that made us feel those ways? Think about this as you deal with the problems that come up every day. Think about what this stern silence could do for your life. Could it be the key to a better, more successful life? How might your actions affect how other people deal with problems? As we've looked at the 9 pivotal moments to embrace silence, from dealing with loss to facing ignorance, Stoic advice has shown us a way to peace and understanding. Marcus Aurelius once said, "Don't waste time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." In the spirit of his words, let us practice the deep strength that can be found in silence. By deciding when to speak and when to listen, this will help us live a peaceful, happy, and kind life. Feel free to use these Stoic principles in your everyday conversations and see how the power of thoughtful silence can make your life better. If you found this talk deep and useful, please click the like button, leave a note with your thoughts, and don't forget to share these deep philosophical ideas with everyone you know. If you're new, subscribe to our channel to get more deep lessons in Stoicism that will help you grow. See you in the next lesson.